once more with League Two Grimsby facing Premier League opposition and just one step away from United. Hasn't recovered from a knock at the weekend, so Sam Lavelle comes into the back four. Lewis Potter and Rico Henry to operate as wing-backs, but remains to be seen as men and technically. And he's really got this Grimsby side firing. Away we go. Brentford, of course, in their change strip, the light blue. Yeah, it really is remarkable what Brentford have achieved. It's a nice crossfield pass. Tries to find Lewis Potter. And that goes behind. Yeah, he's not showing up well in these early stages. Darragh Burns cuts inside. Now comes for Green. Has bodies forward. Might come all the way for Vernon. Couldn't quite get his shot away. Couldn't get any power on the strike.
Good movement down this near side, and there you can see Green stands it up towards the far post. I just wonder if Vernon could have backtracked a little bit quicker.
Rogers, who can hit them. Harvey Rogers now comes for Green. It's good stuff again from the home side, in by Burns, and a chance at the far post.
Right-hand side. This is a great ball from Burns towards the far post. I just wonder whether or not Arthur just puts off Corey towards the end, but he's really got to go and believe and be proactive and think, well, he's going to go and miss that.
It's rather given away. Lewis Potter picks it up, and a shot from distance, and Brentford are in front. It's Matthias Jensen with a lovely strike. Grimsby will be kicking themselves.
Happens when you play against Premier League sides. They become very ruthless, not closed down quick enough, and you can see at one stage that he's going to go and play it towards the right post, but don't watch the eyes, Christy Pym. He's going to put it the other way.
Grimsby battling hard, but McEachran's beaten to it, and Brentford have numbers forward here. Battling hard. Reece Nelson does well to find space, and does well to pick out Lewis Potter at the far post. And Brentford are 2 goals in.
That incisive run by Frank Onyeka, and then eventually when it comes to Reece Nelson, he's up against Harvey Rogers, does really well. He gets himself towards the byline, and then just stands it up at the far post. And Lewis Potter, what he's got to do is got to have a nice connection with the head, as he does, and it's 2-0 to the away side. But you'd have to feel a little bit harshly done, Grimsby, because they've had great.
Keep playing. It's a searching ball for Rico Henry again, who's in acres of space. Can he find a cross? He can. It's a good piece of defending. Evan Corey. Now looks really costly, doesn't it? Here's Onyeka. High and wide.
Yeah, that's one thing that Frank great at, is scoring goals. When you have a look at his goal ratio, you can see that he's a very hard worker.
Taken it out of them. That's a nice ball though by Burns. Finds Vernon. Might find space to shoot. Now comes to Green. Should he have picked out a teammate?
You're right to say, fantastic ball from Burns to start off with. But here, if you have a look at the 2 Grimsby players, they've both gone into the same area. Back at them straight away.
Onyeka finding more space going forward, noticeably. That's laid off now for Reece Nelson. It's 3. And Reece Nelson is having himself an evening. 3 goals up.
Well, we're not even at half-time, and you'd have to say now this is game over, you'd think. But again, the way that he's able to shape from the left-hand side, put it onto the right. Good little layoff from Potter to start off with. And then eventually, when it comes to Reece Nelson, all he's got to do is put a bit of pace behind the ball, look at the placement. I don't think that Christy Pym really sees it until a little bit late.
Found the bottom corner. Game has been transformed, and Brentford now very much in the ascendancy. And it's going to be hard for Grimsby to wrestle back some control as the half-time whistle goes. It's been a tough watch in terms of energy and belief after those goals, understandably, of course. Need to somehow regain some control. A goal would help that, of course. Do have options on the bench. Henry finds Nelson again, and now Jensen. That's a clever ball inside for Rico Henry. And it might run for Carvalho. Was he pushed? It is a penalty. Looking forward.
But again, the understanding there, it must have been an early shout from Carvalho to keen Lewis Potter to leave that ball. And there you can see straight away.
Can he make him a name for himself here again? Carvalho against Pym, and Carvalho scores.
Good penalty, good composure. Has a look to start off with. Just seeing where Christy Pym's going to go.
Something more for these die-hard supporters on a challenging evening by the Humber. That's a good-looking cross and a chance for Kabia. It's the first time he's had a chance, a sight at goal, get it on target.
Well, Janelt does really well, doesn't he, against Lewis Potter. Gets himself towards the byline, flings that ball over to the far post, and Kabia looking to go as far as they can in this competition.
Great burst forward by Donovan, and a lovely pass too for Sharda.
That he's got. You can see primarily left-footed, stabs that ball across, and I just felt there with Sharda, should have taken that shot on a little bit earlier. There's that first touch, and there he should have had the shot.
The corner again. May well still be more goals in this for the Premier League side, and there is. It's 5, and it's Nathan Collins, the captain, on as substitute, and the evening goes from bad to worse for Grimsby Town.
Nathan Collins, always got to be put, is the right type of ball from Matthias Jensen. There's a couple little blocks in there which allows Nathan Collins just to get that extra half a yard. There you see, he's up against Warren. He's able to...
Not the guy you want to see coming on when you're 4-0 down, now 5, and that's a free kick he's won for his side as well.
Yeah, he's very tricky, isn't he, Donovan? We know he's primarily left-footed. Can go on.
Ruthless was the word that David used, and he was spot on. Still they come. That's good football. Lewis Potter does well. Couldn't quite find Kevin Sharda. Might come for Janelt. Not this time.
What you're doing is conceding a goal when you're 5-0 up. You talk about injuries, don't really want to pick up an injury, despite that...
Searching ball for Kevin Sharda. Might there be a late 6th? That is behind by Carvalho.
Yeah, good movement from Sharda. Then eventually brings that reverse pass into Carvalho, and he'd be disappointed that he hasn't hit the target.
Of course, but the home supporters sticking with them. The Brentford fans, of course, who have travelled en masse, delighted. And Keith Andrews just keeps getting the job done, doesn't he? Brentford go from strength to strength.